All right, welcome to the Maximum Edge Sports Wagering Show. My name is John Santucci. Call me Tooch. I am here with my guys. Got Anthony from Pounded Sports and Greg from G Dog Sports. They're going to help us break down the football games tonight. We got one college game to talk about and one NFL game, Thursday night football. Talk about Odell Beckham Jr. to the Rams. Anthony, your thoughts besides it ruining your fantasy team?
I don't know what to think about it. I mean, the Rams are already stacked on receivers. I think this is just this move by the Rams. It's going to be irrelevant. I don't think it's going to make them any better. Like, they already have weapons. They really don't need him. So I mean, I'm kind of scratching my head on why they brought him in. I think he'd be a better fit on another team like the Packers, who can actually use another top receiver. But the Rams, this doesn't change anything. They're still exactly where they are.
Greg,
they are who we thought they were.
Can Odell make any difference?
It's tough because he's one of those guys that's like, I mean, if you couldn't make it in Cleveland, dude, I mean, Jarvis Landry's like your ex-teammate from college, and Baker's pretty easygoing. I mean, they had good chemistry, it seemed like, for the first year, but then his shenanigans show up. Something's going on behind the scenes to oust him out of Cleveland. So I don't know what the whole story is, but you gotta think about all that stuff in the big picture, like the culture. You know, I don't know. The Rams seem to be collecting all-stars. You know, they got Matthew Stafford, Jalen Rose, Darnold. Now they got Von Miller, and now they're throwing in OBJ. But the funniest line I saw was when they asked Bruce Arians. He's like, "No, I already got an AB. I don't need an OBJ because I got enough initials. I got enough letters around here." So I thought that was pretty funny.
Nice. All right. Well, we're getting near the time in college football where teams who are around 5 wins, 6 wins are trying to get to that bowl eligibility. Tonight, I think North Carolina is one of those teams as well. North Carolina is sitting there at 5-4. So a win here would be pretty important to them. This game's in Pittsburgh, number 21 Panthers hosting the Carolina Tar Heels. It's a 6.5 point spread, I think, currently, Anthony.
Yeah.
That total line has gone down. I think it opened at 75. It was steamed down to 72 this morning. Now it's 71.5. Any initial thoughts on this game, side or total?
So North Carolina, Pittsburgh, the last 5 meetings, it has been within 7 points. The total, I mean, Pittsburgh's defense isn't that great. North Carolina's defense definitely not that great. And you got 2 quarterbacks that really know how to sling the ball. I mean, I think this is going to be a shootout. I don't know why the numbers keep going down. I think the line is absolutely correct, 71.5. I think this game ends around 75. How I figured it out. I think this goes over. Now the total, I'm leaning North Carolina +7. I'm not big on the 6.5. I'll take the 7, but I'll take North Carolina with the points and the over.
All right, we have 2 quarterbacks. You're talking about Sam Howell for the Tar Heels and Kenny Pickett for the Panthers. Greg, your thoughts on side total? Panthers versus the Tar Heels.
I like Pittsburgh. I think Pickett's obviously having a great year, considered for Heisman, and they're just seems like it's their year. We'll see. I mean, I like them tonight actually at home, so I know that they're kind of out to prove that this season is not a fluke, I guess. So they haven't been this good in a while.
Well, I'll tell you, we got
total. I don't know.
2 of the top offenses in college football. The Panthers sitting at number 2, and the Tar Heels at no slouch either, sitting at number 9. 2 top 10 offenses. There should be some scoring tonight.
There's got to be a reason why that number's getting steamed down, though, too,
yes.
on a midweek game like that. So that would make me wary to be jumping on an over.
Right. I want to
It's
say
a good game
that
to watch.
yeah, it's going to be a
Fun
great
game
game.
to watch for sure.
I agree.
75 was the initial total line.
Yeah, that's a big move down.
That's a big move down.
I locked in the over at 72.
I kind of like the
I
over
love
too.
the over in this. I don't
as
think
far
the
as the
number is that high. I mean, especially in the first half, you're going to probably the first quarter, they might slow and play a little slow, but by the end of the second half, it's going to probably be around 35 points, 38 points. I mean,
So,
and then second
let's
half,
say-
the defenses are going to be away.
let's say it does start slow and live betting the game, what number total would you feel comfortable live betting? Say it gets down to 67 or something. You know, if it starts slow in the first quarter, would you jump on a total like that?
If it starts slow, I won't touch it. I'm not big on live betting. It all depends. I mean, there's different situations. If it's 7-0 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, yeah, I mean, I'll take probably the over 65. If it's like 7-7 at the end of the first quarter, I'm on the over. I mean, I think 65 is 60 to 65 is a reasonable number entering the second quarter, and depending on where the spot is too. I mean, it's a lot. It depends. Like I said, I'm not big on live betting because, I mean, you got to see the way they play. You got to see maybe the defenses show up, which I highly doubt. But I think it's a slow start, and then by the end of the second quarter, I mean, second quarter is going to be a lot of points. That's
So
and then
I
second
got some
half,
numbers.
it's going to be a blowout.
I got some numbers for you. The total's gone over in North Carolina. It's 6 of their last 8. The Tar Heels over 7-1 in their last 8 games as a road underdog, and the total's gone over in 14 of Pittsburgh's last 17 games. I guess the numbers would say over in this.
I said, I'm just wary about that steam move.
Right. That's what
some big money's moving that line down like that, so there's a
Right.
reason for that.
Yep. And I'd want to check the injury report before this game goes. Maybe someone is not suiting up for one of these two teams. I seem to remember North Carolina having a running back out for this game.
There is a lot of injuries, but that's not the reason why the number went down.
Mhm.
The number went down very slowly. I mean, it's nothing major like we saw in the Boston College Virginia Tech game. It's nothing like that. I think the over is still a safe play. It's been a gradual going down since Monday. It's not like it hasn't been going down like huge today. It's been gradual. I mean, a half point today is not really the end of the world.
For the side,
Ravens,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Sorry, for the side, Pittsburgh 4-0 against the spread versus a team with the winning record. I forgot what was the team they just lost to. I forgot. Pittsburgh. Right, they lost outright to the Hurricanes. Right, then they came back in convincing fashion, beat Duke. But
I got a 28 unit lean to the under 75.5. So that was somebody got that early in the week. That was a steam move. So we'll see.
Right on. So Greg, you're on the under. Anthony likes the over.
That's all right.
The side, Pittsburgh for Greg and North Carolina for Anthony. And then
The dog of the day, apparently.
the dog of the day. Anthony's got the dog of the day. The dog was barking from North Carolina. So Thursday night football. Thursday night football, we got the Ravens and Dolphins. Ravens 7.5 now, I think, right? It's 8.5 now.
That's not 8.5, yeah.
8.5 now.
8.5.
I got to tell you, I do not like that number.
Now that's a steam move. That's
There
a
you
steam
go.
move.
That's a scary number.
That's a steam move.
I got this game at 6.5. So I got to be feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, for sure.
The total sitting there at 46 now. I was 46.5 this morning. Line opened at 48 for a total and -6.5. Ravens 6-2 on the season, 3-5 against the spread though, over under 5-3. The Dolphins are 2-7, disappointing season after a nice season last year in Flores' first year as coach. But 3-5-1 against the spread, over under is 4-5. Some key injuries: the Ravens will be without running back Latavius Murray, and then defensive lineman Derek Wolfe and Brandon Williams, both questionable. And for the Dolphins, Tua is out. It'll be Anthony's guy Jacoby Brissett tonight going for the Dolphins.
That's probably why that line moved like that.
Nobody,
unless it was early in the week that everybody knew that already, but he was out last weekend, so maybe that's why.
No love for Jacoby tonight.
No respect.
No respect.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to argue with guys like, Lamar Jackson and those the guys that come to
Mark
play.
Andrews
and
Hollywood Brown, and now the first round rookie Rashad Bateman starting to come on. Looks like he's getting healthy. 65% of the bets are on the Ravens. Money, as you said, came in late. A little over 50% of the money on the Ravens. 57% of the bets on the over, and 58% of the money on the under. Baltimore 3-6 against the spread their last 9 games. 6-1 straight up their last 7. What was that number, Anthony, for John Harbaugh coming off a bye? Is 9-6 against the spread, I think.
9-6 against the spread.
10-5 straight up, 9-6 against the spread.
10. Yes.
Right, and far as over and under, total's gone under in Baltimore's 5 of the last 6 on the road, and over Miami's 4 of their last 6 against Baltimore. Greg, your thoughts on Ravens Dolphins?
Well, my favorite trend is when they're wearing pink uniforms and dance out in the rain and they score under 45 points. So these trends are stupid. So anyway, the under I like a lot, actually. There's some sharp move and big money on that, and I actually like that play. That's my free play today.
Very nice. And then any lean on the side, Ravens Dolphins?
Not really, because of Brissett, it's kind of an unknown type of thing. I haven't really delved much into the side on that, but once I saw them move up to 8.5, I just kind of and where the line open was probably like a good spot. Like you said, you got 6.5. So when it gets like 2 points and over a key number, it's like kind of a stay away for me.
Very good. Anthony, your thoughts on Ravens Dolphins? The Ravens offense ranked 2nd overall. Boy, I wouldn't have thought that. They're passing the ball well this year. Defense ranked 23rd, though. Not like Ravens teams of the past, where we're used to Ravens playing tough defense. Like their defense got that renown when Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl quarterbacking the Ravens. Their defense, Ray Lewis and company.
That was Saragucci and those guys, dude. That was insane.
Saragusa.
Love that guy.
Yeah. Ray Lewis and company. And Anthony, your thoughts, Ravens and Dolphins tonight?
Number one, I don't think Jacoby Brissett I don't think he can hang with Lamar Jackson in this offense. Rashard Bateman, like you said, is coming on. Got Sammy Watkins tonight. You got some firepower in the receiver squad. I just don't think Jacoby Brissett can keep up. The Ravens are going to run all over this defense. They're going to score a lot of touchdowns. But I do agree with G-Dog. I think this does go under, because Brissett will, when he does get the ball, run the ball, drain the clock as much as he can. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Now, the 8.5, I'm not big on the 8.5. I was able to lock it in at 6.5, just like yourself. Even today, I got it at -7 again. Not big on this 8.5. I don't know where this 8.5 number comes from. So, now you got to win by 2 scores. 1 score, I can understand that. I'm not big on the 8.5. I'm just going to ride the Ravens. I'm not betting it, so I'm going Ravens -8.5. Screw it. Ravens -8.5. That's my
Heard it here first.
But I will agree with G-Dog. I think it goes under. Wherever you want to stay.
under 46. So most of the scoring, I mean, could you see this game being maybe 30-10, 28-10?
Yeah, why not?
Where you have, the Dolphins just not putting anything together offensively.
Well,
I mean,
that's the thing with the NFL though. It's like it's hard to gauge because look at like the Jets now. All of a sudden, Mike White's the starter. A guy goes out and slings a freaking 400-yard plus passing game and gets the Jets a win. So I mean, it's like nobody expected that at all. So it's any given Sunday if they will. I mean, it's tough some of these guys. So I mean, you don't know. I mean, Miami. I think the coaching and stuff though. I mean, it's obviously questionable in my opinion. It's like there's a reason why they're there. I think Bierman from ESPN, he's usually always posting about his Florida teams, unfortunately. The University of Florida and Miami, like their like records are horrible since like September or something. Like he's always posting. It's just like, so I think it all comes down to like coaching and stuff like that. I mean, you got like a Belichick or somebody that has a rookie quarterback that can scheme well, whereas some of these other guys are questionable with that. So, I mean, the Ravens, it's hard to say. I mean, their defense isn't the best, but it's also teams like the Ravens sometimes will take teams like the Dolphins for granted and also play down to their level, and especially knowing that Tua's out, for instance, like they're like, Brissett, like I don't think they slack it that much, but I think that they do have that kind of sticking in their minds as well. Sometimes it just happens. So, I mean, we'll see, I guess.
Right. And, Ravens this year, it seems to me they've started slow in the first half, then had to pour it on in the second half. So there's a lot to what you're saying there. For me, I mean, Brissett has been in the league for probably 5-6 years. Yeah. He's got a lot more experience than Tua. Plus he can make some plays with his legs. The Dolphins are at home too. I see him being able to score on the Ravens. Like I said, defense ranked 23rd. Yeah. So everyone's on the over. Both of you guys on the over and
under.
On the under, I mean, but everybody's on the under, and that nobody likes the number 8.5. Obviously, 6.5. Greg, you'd take the Ravens or Dolphins?
I would take the Ravens at 6.5. But like it's like Anthony was saying, it's like you go from that 1-score game to 2-score game, and that key number once it passes that, it's kind of gets into that gray area where it's kind of like caution.
Very good, very good. All right, Anthony, what do you say we give away a free play? All right. Free play, Rashad Bateman over 33.5 receiving yards. That looks pretty easy to me against that 30th ranked pass defense of the Dolphins. Sammy Watkins coming back, though. Let's hope.
Props. I mean, now that we gave it out.
Yeah.
Go the opposite.
I want to take the under just because we're giving it out. But
we did have a lengthy prop discussion last week.
Yeah, we did.
Last show.
Actually. Well, that was
very
the one I settled.
But hey,
it hit, right?
Yeah, the one I settled on. Fine. It was like over 12.5 yards. He had one catch for 13.
One catch. That's all he needed. That's what I said. I said that's just one catch for James Washington. And then I thought Justin Fields could hit 39.5 yards rushing. I think he had 44, 45.
Yeah, so I think the pass attempts for Roethlisberger was like 33.5. Would he have like 20 or something? I mean, that wasn't even like he hardly threw the ball at all. That's crazy.
There. All right, so tomorrow we're back here talking college football. There's a few games tomorrow night. Pretty soon, Anthony and I and the rest of the guests that show up on the show time to time, we'll be talking college basketball, my favorite time of year, as that is starting to get in full swing. But tomorrow, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. And we will see you then. Thanks, both of you, for joining Maximum Edge Sports Wagering Show.
Have a good night.
Good night.
And I'm the team cap. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Unstoppable, unconquerable. Invincible hustle, mighty desire to conspire, to transpire, to